Here's a fun fact about this video. It's 6 months in the making. It took me 6 months to make this video. Now, the actual process of doing the video itself only took about 2 months, but planning and waiting for the opportunity is what really took a while. So, the way I do videos is I have this one giant note, okay? And on it, I just write down all the random ideas that I can think of. Just completely random ideas. Then every once in a while, when I run out of ideas, when I'm just talking and making a video right on the spot, I go onto that list and I take those ideas and I push them into like a top 10 or something, and I'm like, okay, that works. One of the ideas on there was to call out one particular type of scam inside of Clash of Clans. And here's the thing about Clash of Clans, it's broken down into 3 layers, sort of like the internet. So in the internet, we have the normal internet that everyone knows about, right? The thing that Clash of Clans is on, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Google, your so on and so forth. But then there's a deeper layer, known as the deep web. And right after that comes the dark web, okay? I think there's 3 layers for Clash of Clans as well. There is the normal Clash of Clans, where we play, we raid, we get gold, we get all that stuff. And then there's a deeper layer, one that consists of a lot of modding and things that no one really hears about, but we know it exists. From donation mods to Xmod to bot attacking to bot barches to server-based things to gemming. There's so many different ways. There's even real gem generators out there, I've heard. Everything exists, everything's there, but not a lot of people can get their hands on that, and I really am happy that that is a thing. But then there's the deep web, alright, of Clash of Clans, the deeper part. And this is where the behind the scenes things happen. This is where a lot of money is exchanged. Things like gem generators, like I just mentioned, there's fake ones. Hundreds and hundreds of fake sites, and they all make money. I can only imagine how much, because a lot of people fall for them. The YouTubers use a similar trick, but theirs isn't exactly fake. It's just, I don't know, it's not exactly real either. I don't really know what to consider cash for apps. I don't know where to place that. Then, of course, there's other things, like selling your bases on eBay, or selling your clan on eBay, and then people getting scammed over and over and over. So, I made that video, right? Everyone knows that video. In fact, it's going to be one of my most viewed videos of all time. It's a video where I went onto eBay and I basically looked around and I dug deep into eBay itself and the world of Clash of Clans that exists on eBay and how the whole selling process and all that works. But I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see what exactly should you do. Should you go and buy a base? And should you try to even buy a base? Is it worth it? Is it worth your time, effort? What are the odds of you actually getting that base? That was the idea. Okay? So 6 months ago, I decided to make that, but I knew I had to post a really popular video before I did that, and that was the eBay video. That was about 2 months ago that I posted. That's probably been a month and a half, okay? So I think somewhere along the lines, about a few weeks back, I found the perfect opportunity that would link up perfectly with that video. And it happened to be the most randomest spot where I found the opportunity. But it does prove a point. It goes to show that you can't really trust anyone. At all. You really can't. Not when it comes to this game. So here's the thing that I want you guys to leave in the comments below before we actually get started with the video. What do you think the biggest scams in Clash of Clans are? I mean, it could be anything from Xmod to things that tricked you to you trying to buy a base. Leave that below, and maybe, just maybe, I'll make a top 5 on it. Top 5 biggest scams in Clash of Clans. Now, how would that sound? Alright, let's start this video. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So, as you guys may have noticed, I'm on Twitter instead of Clash of Clans, and as you guys can see, I tweet about random things like my Clash Royale clan being in the top 200, to occasionally calling out I.O.N.C.L.A.S.H for posting completely random things like glitch hack, new update, ideas some channels literally can't make a video without. How dare you say that? Considering your videos, Clash of Clans new mystery Christmas obstacle. Yep, patch of snow, bro. Patch of snow. Okay, but how is that relevant, right? Well, if we jump into my inbox for a second, and if we jump into this conversation, well, right at the end of the conversation, as you guys can see, this was about a week ago, okay? It's been a week. And so as you guys can see, break for me ends tomorrow. I make a vid on you giving an unpleasant shout out at 10 p.m. Eastern, which I never posted because now according to me, what I told him is that I didn't post the video, thankfully. I decided against posting it since it was supposedly isn't your fault, because this guy kept telling me that it's not his fault, okay? By the way, he's a fellow YouTuber. Instead, I'm reporting him for trying to sell his base. Tell him he got a day to pay up or get his account banned. I have all the screenshots I need. Peace. This person says I say F him for making me look like a scammer, and yeah. About that, we'll let everyone decide on that one. I hope you get his account banned. And I told him I'll just send him a screenshot of the text message as long as he reads it. Whether or not that was ever done, I have no idea. But how does this lead to anything, okay? How is this relevant? Well, the thing is, the original video I actually didn't post because the file got corrupted. I made the video. It was about 20 minutes long. Did I feel like making the video again? Heck no. But am I doing it? Yes, because you're watching this now. But yeah, that's the actual reason. So technically speaking, he had a whole nother week to fix this whole mess so I could make another video, but it doesn't matter. It wasn't solved. And so let's start at the top, shall we? Actually, we need to start on Twitter as a whole. So I was scrolling through Twitter one day, and I kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling when I saw this person's tweet, okay? By I.O.N.C.L.A.S.H, okay? He's an interesting case when it comes to YouTube, but we'll get into that in just a second. So what I saw was basically this. This was 4 days ago, but it looked like it wasn't a Town Hall 8, obviously. I wasn't getting a Town Hall 8. The thing was, I wanted a base for base builds, okay? So I wanted a base that I could build Town Hall 10 or a Town Hall 11 base builds on, and then post those videos for future series. It wasn't going to be a typical base build series. This series was something different. I'll give you guys that. It was something epic. But I kind of got screwed over. So here's the thing. It looked exactly like this. Selling a max Town Hall 10 for half its worth, except in this case it's a Town Hall 8. Need to be sold ASAP, slide in DMs, so on and so forth. Gets a few favorites, gets a few retweets, maybe a handful of people DM him, so on and so forth. So I go ahead and DM him, right? So let's start way at the top. There you go. So 12/28/15, this is even before the year began, alright? It was at about 12:38 a.m. So it says, hey, if you're selling, I'll take them. But is the name change available? And he goes, yes, want the Town Hall 8 or the Town Hall 10? Perfect, the Town Hall 10. Offer? Or the Town Hall 8. Well, has anyone else asked? Yes, but haven't replied since they asked if it's still available. I see. I really need this Town Hall 8 gone. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna take a closer look at the images. Maxed out, as you can see, 2,000 gems, max lab 2. Well, I really need the Town Hall 10 for speed build, so I tell him that. How much for both? Give me any number and I'll think on it. Okay, interesting, right? Luring them into this. I could use a Town Hall 8 for speed builds as well. That way I could have Town Hall 8, 9, 10, 11. You guys can see how this would play out when it comes to YouTube and this. He goes 350 both right now. Thank God I didn't go for that offer. His next line made me a little bit suspicious. He said the combined total of 9,000 gems. Now let's think about that for a second. Who the heck sells a base with 6,000 gems on it? Like, just think about that. Wouldn't you spend the gems first? And first of all, how exactly does the base get that 6,000 gems in the first place? To get that much, you obviously, most likely, bought 14,000 gems in the first place, right? Unusual. So, moving on. If you want the Town Hall 8, that'll be $100. It's completely maxed besides like the walls. Now, remembering my eBay video, a Town Hall 8 is not worth $100. Keep that in mind. A Town Hall 8, even if it's maxed, is about $70 at most, okay? Maybe $65, $70, $75, around that range. So $100, that's called getting ripped off. But anyhow, and I'll throw in an iTunes gift card. Whew, the sales pitch, right? Interested. Oh, well, these bases exist, right? How do you transfer them over? I obviously know it's through Game Center, but I'm just confirming a few things for the sake of the video. Yes, LMAO. And through, well, however you spelled that, Game Center. Thing is, you've been trying to sell them since October, so weird. So now I just want to jump back to his thing for a second, and I want to show you guys that yes, he has been trying to sell this gosh darn base since October, and I looked into that before doing this whole video. So take a look right there, there's the base. This is the base that I was attempting to buy. There you go, there's your 6,000 gems. Okay, and look at the date, to October 15. Alright, that means that he failed to sell it for about 4 months. Or did he? Is there more? Well, let's keep going. Well, taking a look over here, I send him a screenshot of that, and he goes, not a lot of people have 250 to spend on a Town Hall 10. Yeah, you're gosh darn right, no one spends 250 on a Town Hall 10, unless, of course, they're a YouTuber and attempting to make a video. I think he should have been suspicious, too. Like, why exactly would anyone in the right mind spend 250 on a trash Town Hall 10? But alright, let's keep going. Can you join my clan with it? With a Town Hall 8 or Town Hall 10? Don't need a Town Hall 8. Town Hall 10. Don't need a Town Hall 8 right now. This is my clan. I send him a picture of I.O.N Kingdom X. Okay, so here's the thing. He reveals this right then. As of right now, this was supposedly his base, but it really isn't. Alright, I'm a middleman for the Town Hall 10, so I'm gonna text my friend and get the info real quick. He's an in real life friend, so no worries. I really want you guys to remember that line. He's an in real life friend, so no worries. So I reply back to him a little bit later. I think you know who I am. So probably not in your best interest to scam me. Hopefully we can have this done by the end of the day. I actually call him out right there even before any of this took place, okay? It's pathetic that you think I actually scam. Funny how you worded that. It's pathetic that you think I actually scam. Shouldn't you say, no, I'm not trying to scam you, just blatantly say that? I don't know, kind of weird. So, I know I'm really analyzing this, but it doesn't matter. I've sold like 2 bases to Havoc Gaming, and I'm pretty sure you know who that is. Yes, I know who that is, but I don't see how that proves your point. Not saying you will. Let me know when you're ready. Alright, so he goes, yo, some guy wants to... Oh, by the way, I have to cut out some parts of this messages since there is iTunes information and stuff in here. But regardless, the whole main point of the video is right here. Okay, so this is where things get really real. I have the info, just requested to join your clan. I'm in, let me know when you're on. Jenny accepted me, I'm on, I'll buy it for 190, okay? That's what I throw in, alright? I know that is the approximate amount that a almost maxed Town Hall 10 sells for on eBay. I know that because of the video itself and all that research I did. But I decided to push it around with him, okay? For the sake of video. Alright, I'm on, I'll buy it for 190. I can't go that low. It has almost $100 worth of gems on it. No, it does not. It has 6,000 gems on it, not 14,000. Can you do 275? Are you insane at this point? Okay, anyhow. So as you guys can see, I can find a similar base. I basically find almost the exact base. In fact, this base is better. This guy's in Champs. It's a level 172, and he's selling it for 200. Well, if you buy it now, it's 325. But odds are people are going to bid, and it's going to end at about 220, 225, things along those lines. And this is a really solid Town Hall 10. I can find a better base for cheaper. I just trust you more than eBay. Keep that line in mind as well. I've tried to buy 3 accounts off of eBay. I'll know, all scammers. What's your counter offer to 275? 200. 260. Okay, this is where we fully go at it. It has 7,000 gems. Wrong, it has 6,000 gems. And a really good GG. Damn near max lab. 7k gems is nothing, like 1 upgrade at 1 level. And that is true. At Town Hall 10, 7,000 gems is absolutely nothing. At this point, he realizes that I can care less about gems, and I was serious when I said I only wanted the base for base builds. Gemming that base is going to do me absolutely nothing, so I tell him to spend the gems if he wants. 240 and 0, so he realizes that, and he puts it down quite a bit. 240, hold up, let me see what troops and heroes he got. Oh, and send me a screenshot of the name change that hasn't been used, alright? Keep that line in mind, alright? There's 3 lines you guys should be keeping in mind right now. This gets really interesting. Now, you guys can sort of see me playing at the obvious over here. Obviously, if he kept pushing it the way he did here, I would have just been, screw you, I'm out of here, I'm not buying your dumb base. But I didn't. I kept going. So it says, I've been in the YouTube business, you have twice the amount of subs as me. YouTube business, nice. Alright, so this is where I want to talk about Jewish Louis for a second. I remember I used to watch his videos a very long time ago, probably back when I wasn't even a YouTuber. Thing is, he started along the lines of some of the top YouTubers. The only thing was, he didn't manage to grow as fast. He reached about 15,000 subscribers and sent out a tweet to everyone saying that I'm going to sell my account and the YouTube business is just not even business. The Clash of Clans channels are terrible, the community is trash, there's too much hate, things along those lines. He wrote this whole message thing. I probably still have it in my screenshots somewhere. But the thing is, I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. I completely agreed with him and it was tough. Funny thing, that inspired me to make a channel and change things. That was a little tiny something, and I mentioned it in one of my first videos. I mentioned it that, yeah, the community is trash and it needs work. So that was one of the biggest incentives I had when it comes to making the channel the way that I did. Funny, right? So jumping back to here, I've been in the YouTube business, you have twice the amount of subs as me, I know how much money you make, oh yeah, definitely, and I have a good idea of how much you made, $40 more for a good, trustworthy trade. That's not too bad. Is it? Isn't it? So, how about $25 more for a good trade? This is where I keep going, $225 and it's done, $235 and done deal. Look at this. The owner is being stubborn AF. LOL, I can relate. Tell him $230 for kicks. $240 and I'll throw in a $10 iTunes gift card. Okay, LOL, now remember $10 isn't even half an upgrade. $10 isn't like, that's nothing. Rather farm, indeed, which I'm not going to do either. I don't got time to farm. Can you please do $235? Alright, but here's the thing. He's giving me the iTunes info, right? I'm giving you the Game Center info, which allows you to log on to the account. Yes, but I need to make sure he gets off it. If he can push me off whenever, doesn't help much. Keep that fourth line in mind as well. Alright guys, so this is where the scam part of all this really starts off, alright? You ready? I'll make sure that, for you, he's my in-real-life friend, good guy. He has a mini account which he will log into. Alright, so this is where I know that I need something to back myself up. If I'm gonna ever end up making a video on something that I already know isn't gonna work in my favor, right? I have to make it so everything was in my favor and completely destroyed me. So here's what I asked for. I'll take it under one condition. Give me a return policy that lasts a week. And I don't know whether he misunderstood that. A return policy means that I get my money back in case his account ends up being trash, or there's no name change, or if it's a fake account, or if it's not a Town Hall 10, or whatever. Something is bound to go wrong along the lines here. I just know it. So I asked for that, okay? And so I go, I'll pay half now. Give me the info, and I'll see how it feels to be a Town Hall 10. PayPal, right? Hop on Skype. Yes, PayPal. Oh, can't. I'm on vacation. Just have 3G. Alright. What's his PayPal? So this is where I'm going to chop a little bit and jump ahead. So I go, I'm sending over $100, okay? He didn't want to sell it then, but now he stopped playing. Send $120 now. Really? Doesn't matter how much I send at first? $115? I go, nah, it's in your best interest for me to send $100 now. Alright, LOL, send it. Trust me, you know who I am. Never heard of you. Well, that's probably why you fell for this. Oh, you're not a sub. I know people bigger than you personally. Oh, aren't you cool? I stopped playing Clash in 2014, oh no. Same, LOL. And yes, I technically did stop playing Clash, I just never stopped making videos on it. X-Clash YouTuber, which is why I'm close friends with Nikki Tai, Havoc Gaming, FSU Alt, Aladdin, White Lightning, which probably is true, but that's great. I don't know what exactly you're trying to accomplish by doing that and telling me all that. Okay, so jumping just a little tiny bit ahead, not really, I just sent him an image of the fact that I sent him the 100 over PayPal. He goes received, and this is the information right here, information that was changed later on. The only reason I'm actually revealing this is you guys can go ahead and test it out. It doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore. Interesting, okay? Password dough, hold up, send the other 135 please. Alright, you need to chillax, I haven't even gotten onto the thing yet. So let's take a look at here. Need to reinstall Clash to get in. Give me a minute. Alright. And alright, I'm in. Sweet. Give me 3 days. I want to see if it's good for my base build. I'll send you the rest. That's not how it works. Oh yeah? How does it work? I asked for 7 days. Send the rest now, and in 3 days, if you don't like it, you can get your money back. You can get your money back. Alright, so keep that line in mind as well, and while we read the rest of this. Okay, so here's the thing, that's not how it works, blah blah blah. Yes, but I'm worried that he's logged in, and that's perfectly a normal thing to worry about. Think about it, if he's logged in on one end and I'm logged in on this end, he could push me off any time. What if I'm mid-raid? That doesn't work. I'll get him to log out, he will as soon as I send the money. I do that, I can't, you have to send the rest of the money.